Hello students, I hope you are fit and fine. In this video lesson for plus 2 class chemistry, today we are going to study about the magnetic properties of solids. We know that matter is made up of atoms which are made up of electrons and a nucleus. The electrons revolve around the nucleus in a circular orbit. Just as current carrying loop constitute magnetic dipole moment, electrons moving in these orbits also constitutes magnetic dipole moment. Besides the orbital motion, the electrons also have a spin motion along the axis similar to Earth's rotation. This spin also constitutes a magnetic moment. Thus, each electron may be considered as a small magnet having a resultant permanent magnetic moment. The values of magnetic moments are very small and are measured in units called Bohr magneton. 1 Bohr magneton is equal to 9.27 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 24 ampere meter square. The resultant magnetic moment of an atom is the vector sum of all the magnetic moments in an atom. Every material consists more than one atom. Generally, the magnetic moments of these atoms are randomly oriented and the net dipole moment of the material is zero. However, when the material is placed in an external magnetic field, the magnetic moments of these atoms tend to align themselves to the magnetic field and develop a net magnetic moment. Based on the behavior in the external magnetic field, the substances are classified into different types such as diamagnetic, paramagnetic, ferromagnetic, antiferromagnetic, and ferrimagnetic. Let's start with diamagnetic substances. Diamagnetic substances are the substances that are repelled by external magnetic field. When a bar of diamagnetic substance is placed in a non-uniform external magnetic field, it tends to move from a region of strong magnetic field to a region of weaker magnetic field. Diamagnetism is shown by the substances in which all the electrons are paired and no unpaired electron is present. Although diamagnetism is present in all the substances because they contain filled electronic shells, but its effect is weak in most of them. When a diamagnetic substance is placed in an external magnetic field, all the electrons in various orbits experience a change in magnetic moment. Some attain lower value and some attain higher value. Due to this, the atom develops net magnetic moment in the direction opposite to that of the applied field. That is why such substances are repelled by the magnetic field. Some examples of diamagnetic substances are water, sodium chloride, benzene, titanium dioxide, etc. Next is paramagnetic substances. Substances which are weakly attracted by external magnetic field are called paramagnetic substances. So when a bar of paramagnetic material is placed in a non-uniform external magnetic field, it tends to move from a region of weak magnetic field to a region of stronger magnetic field. The property of paramagnetism is shown by the substances due to the presence of one or more unpaired electrons which are attracted by the magnetic field. Some examples of paramagnetic substances are Fe3 positive, Cu2 positive, Cr3 positive, oxygen, oxides of titanium with formula TiO and Ti2O3, oxides of vanadium with formula VO and VO2, etc. These substances, however, lose their magnetism in the absence of the magnetic field. Next is ferromagnetic substances. Ferromagnetic substances are such substances which are strongly attracted by magnetic lines of force. So when a bar of ferromagnetic material is placed in a non-uniform external magnetic field, it has a strong tendency to move from a region of weak magnetic field to a region of stronger magnetic field. In solid state, the metal ions of such substances are grouped together into small regions called domains. Thus, each domain acts as a tiny magnet. In an unmagnetized ferromagnetic substance, the domains are randomly oriented such that their magnetic moments cancel out each other. When the substance is placed in a magnetic field, all the domains get oriented in the direction of the magnetic field. Therefore, the substance has a very high magnetic moment. This ordering of domains persists even when the external magnetic field is removed. Hence, the substance remains permanently magnetized. Some examples of ferromagnetic substances are iron, cobalt, nickel, chromium oxide with formula CrO2, etc. Next is antiferromagnetic substances. These substances have same domain structure as ferromagnetic substances, but they have net zero magnetic moment due to the presence of equal number of domains in the opposite directions. Some examples of antiferromagnetic substances are nickel oxide, oxides of manganese with formula MnO and MnO2, etc. Next is ferrimagnetic substances. Ferrimagnetism is observed when the magnetic moments of the domains in a substance are aligned in parallel and anti-parallel directions in unequal numbers. So these substances are attracted more weakly by a magnetic field as compared to ferromagnetic substances. Magnetite and ferrites like MgFe2O4 and ZnFe2O4 are some substances that show ferrimagnetism.